Hey guys! So for today, I'll share my initial reactions, about the first episode of Reborn Rich by, starring or leading by Song Joong Ki, the very handsome Song Joong Ki. Okay, so actually, I think it premiered like 2 weeks ago already, and it's like episode 6 already. And I've been seeing at least recently the rave about it because I think starting at episode 5 maybe or episode 4, the love story is starting to evolve. But first, this video is focused on my reaction for episode 1 because it's the only episode that I've watched so far, so I'm still continuing to watch little by little. And these are my thoughts. These are my initial thoughts on this series. So first, of course, since it's a Song Joong Ki drama, it definitely catches my attention already. Like, I'm interested already of what this drama is all about. And then when I found out, when I initially saw the intro of it, it's a star-studded, it's an idol-studded drama. I mean, there's someone from GOT7. I think it's Jinyoung. I'm not sure, but I think that's his name. And then there's Tiffany of Girls' Generation. And then also, interestingly, I think, if I'm not mistaken, the partner, the love partner or connection of Song Joong Ki is Hyun-bin, which is I just saw her. I think if I'm not mistaken, she's a newbie in drama, and I just saw her via Hospital Playlist, which I also like. I mean, I like the drama. Shin Hyun-min not so much, but I'm interested to watch what will be the chemistry between Song Joong Ki and Shin Hyun-bin. So that's one. That's my initial reaction. Na, oh my God, I thought it's just Song Joong Ki. I mean, in terms of the photo, it's just Shin Hyun-bin. Ay, sorry, it's just Song Joong Ki, and there are no others supporting cast. So I just really thought that it's just Song Joong Ki that I can recognize. But to my surprise, it's an idol-studded drama. So there. So if you like GOT7, if you like Hospital Playlist, and if you're also a fan of Tiffany, of Girls' Generation or SM, then you might be interested to watch, right? And then second, I also noticed from the intro, it's kinda similar with the intro of Little Women K-drama of Shin Go-yoon. You can watch that via Netflix, wherein it's like um it's not a caricature, but it's animated drawing of stuff and of what will happen. But side by side, it's something similar. It's something similar. And then in terms of the genre, both those two dramas are also similar because from what I know, or at least from the vibe that I've watched from episode 1 of Reborn Rich, it's like a um revenge kinda like a sci-fi action crime all in one, and which is also suspense in a way, which is also the same with the genre of Little Women in Netflix. Although uh Rich is only available right now here in the Philippines via View. I think, I'm not sure if it will be viewed in Netflix, but I don't think so since it's already gotten by View. And it's also airing right now currently in Korea via JTBC. So there. So those are my reactions on the intro on the intro spiel of of Reborn Rich. And then again, episode 1 reaction. Um the looks of Song Joong Ki is very much like the Vincenzo look of Song Joong Ki, you know, suit and tie, etc., etc. And his role is a very loyal servant or employee of this conglomerate, Sunyang Corporation. He's very loyal until such time that he found out later on, after X number of years, I think after 10 years of serving the corporation, that there's an illegal slashing of money. And he found this out during a critical time wherein there will be a newly appointed high official coming from the conglomerate or coming from the family. So there. And then what's also interesting is that at some point, during episode 1, they went to Turkey. And remember, recently I also went there. So I was, flashback and all. And it's also interesting what happened in Turkey and what is the real story, why that happened. So, it's like a flashback because the first scene in the first episode is that Song Joong Ki is about to withdraw a big chunk of money in Turkey. And then later on, it progressed into he left already the building and he's in a taxi, and he already got the feeling that some people are following him, which he confirmed, yes, he's being followed and he was got caught. And then later on, he only found out that the person who is below him, who works below him, and someone who idolizes him as an employee is one of the people who was responsible, or at least who's responsible to implement his kidnapping in Turkey. Like Song Joong Ki even asked, "Who's behind this? And why are you doing this? What's the meaning of this?" Which is, whoa. I mean, episode 1, and there's this plot twist already. Wow. So, na parang it's I I kind of have this feeling already that the pacing is not that slow, and there are so many questions and mystery that you want to answer, that you want to know. That's why you want to also watch the series. Aside from, of course, looking forward to the good looks of Song Joong Ki and his good acting, and other idol stars that you may want to watch there. So it's also a good story. And from what I know, apparently it's based on a web cartoon story, which I think is also a trend in Korea, no? Parang I think, excuse me, um uh I think it's popular there in Korea to have like webtoon based stories, and then they will remake it, or they will do it, or they will have a version of it into a Korean drama. Um so that's one. And then sorry, that's number 2. And then number 3 is that I've been seeing, although I haven't watched, but I've been seeing some photos and some scenes already of Hyun-bin and Song Joong Ki. I am not yet sure if I'm sold of their connection, as I've mentioned, but what I'm sure of is that I'm curious of how will be the acting of Hyun-bin, because I think it's really different from Hospital Playlist. You know, I mean, now it's a semi-lead role already. And I mean, Song Joong Ki is very different. And even the plot wise, it's really not a hardcore romance type. Uh so there, it's interesting to watch. And and I I think um surprisingly, in the history of Korea, um, after week 1 of of premiere of a new drama after season 2 of Hospital Playlist. It's only um Reborn Rich that made it into a 10% rating mark, which I think also says it all. I mean, there's several good dramas there, right? I mean, plot wise and even cast wise and also wow, the fact that they reached that high rating says it all. So there. So overall, I think it's a good watch. So it's still I this is just my reaction for episode 1. So I'll give you my reactions for the succeeding episodes. But so far so good. You just really need to focus and concentrate because you might miss some details that which I think will be very important for you to also understand the characters, because of course in any, like in a conglomerate drama, there will be tension between family members, especially depending on their contribution to the family, like who's richer and even who's older, who's younger, and if you go out of uh, the standard job within the family, like for example, if the conglomerate's line of business is into land example, and then all of a sudden one of the members of the family is into entertainment, like being an actress or an actor, of course at some point you will be bashed. And well, this is just a drama, so it's just a fictional story. So what I'm saying is usually those are the plot which I think will also be one of the descriptions of the characters in Reborn Rich. But let's watch it together, guys. But so far so good. So yeah, I would say I recommend this drama. So there.